Hi guys, Trump officially confirmed that he will cut the funding of WHO. And all the media started to cry. CNBC calls for another impeachment, and Guardian says it's a crime against humanity. Last Wednesday, the director of WHO, Tedros, gave us another press conference and explained why it's so vital to have WHO to fight the COVID crisis. Let's watch it together.
Establishing an organization to protect and promote the health of the world's people.
Promote the health of the world's people. Very nice.
We're continuing to study this virus every moment of every day.
I fully believe this guy, but I want to get some details.
There are more than 1.5 million enrollments in WHO's online courses through openwho.org.
Wow, WHO has an online learning platform. I really want to check that.
Today, we launched a new course for health workers on how to put on and remove personal protective equipment.
I definitely want to check this out. Let's do it together. Here is our portal, and this is our course. You need to register to get an access, and then you also have to click enroll. And in here you basically have a 6-minute video.
To begin, ensure you remove all jewelry and personal items and that your hair is tied back if applicable.
Sounds like advanced stuff.
Step 1 is to perform hand hygiene. You can clean your hands by rubbing them with an alcohol-based solution. Follow the WHO technique that ensures all the surfaces of the hands are carefully covered. 1. Apply the product into a cupped hand. Next, rub the hands together, rubbing palm to palm.
Wait, this video tells how to wash hands for medical personnel? Really?
Finally, put on a pair of gloves and ensure they are placed over the cuff of the gown. You are now ready to enter the patient's room.
The whole video talks about very simple things, and since the medical personnel is trained for years to get their certification, this bullshit has no use for them. Alright, anything else in this course? There is a poster how to wash your hands. Very nice and useful. There's also module 2, which is another 7 minutes video, which talks about another type of PPE. So the whole course is just 2 short primitive videos. The total number of enrolled people in that course is 16,000, which is super low if you think. Let's check some other courses. Okay, infection prevention and control of coronavirus. This is really popular, 200,000 views. Can't wait to see what's inside. Okay, module 1. There is no video here, but there is a presentation. It doesn't look very complex nor much entertaining. Okay, what is this? This is very nice. Okay, another presentation in the module 2, no video. Basically, course contains 3 presentations. Would you ever call this a course? Everyone can upload 3 different documents on web and then just call it a course. They also done something pretty weird. Basically, they localize all these courses in different languages. And if you look at any of these, for example, there's a Serbian language. And if you look, how many people actually enrolled? 2,500. They just created to fill the space on their online platform. So the whole WHO online learning platform is basically a YouTube channel with 1.5 million views, which is nothing. This is a total scam. Imagine how much money did they spend on this useless thing. Let's move on.
We're also continuing to work with partners all over the world. More than 90 countries have joined or have expressed interest in joining the Solidarity Trial, and more than 900 patients have now been enrolled to evaluate the safety and efficacy of 4 drugs and drug combinations.
What is Solidarity Clinical Trial? If you go on their website, they're claiming that they're doing a worldwide study about COVID. And you might think, wow, this is amazing. Like, you have all the information from all across the world in one unified system, right? And then you can do so many great things. And then you have this little question, why with all this information we still don't have any death ratio? And then if you look a little bit deeper how their program looks like, basically it's a set of links on different documents about different studies across the world. It's not like a giant unified thing. It's just, they just collect all the studies they have and put some links out there, which is nice. But I think like everyone after high school can create this kind of a website. it's not what you're supposed to spend millions of dollars. That's another scam from Tedros.
3 vaccines have already started clinical trials. More than 70 others are in development.
You need to understand that WHO is not responsible for developing any vaccine, nor for their testing. They are commercial companies in different countries which are responsible for this, and they don't get any money from these guys. This is a complete misrepresentation of facts.
Yesterday, the first United Nations Solidarity flight took off, transporting personal protective equipment, ventilators, and lab supplies to many countries across Africa.
That looks like a very impactful thing. So let's go to the press release. Here it's stated that the flight departs from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and go to all African countries. Why Ethiopia? I know it's a very poor place. In fact, it's the 4th place in the world by receiving international aid. Also, Ethiopia is the home state of Tedros. But where is this flight supposed to go? It says like to all countries in Africa within one day. This is very suspicious. You know, in the West, if some charity organizations comes to you and say, Africa, hungry children, you just give them. You don't ask them which countries, what kind of kids. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows it's a very poor continent. Just give you money and forget about it. What's interesting, this cargo also includes a large quantity of medical supplies donated by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Prime Minister of which country? Obviously Ethiopia. You're gonna tell me he must have been a businessman before he became a prime minister, but if you look at the Wikipedia, he was like government official all his life. And in the same press release, they mentioned Jack Ma Foundation as a big donator, which is, hello China. One more time, there is a plane in Addis Ababa with lots of medical supplies. We have no idea how many of them are inside, who cares? And most of these supplies were donated by Prime Minister of Ethiopia, and it's a country which receives the largest international aid in Africa. And then this flight supposed to fly somewhere in Africa to distribute something. Honestly, this smells like a corruption to me. And I think WHO should have a little bit more of accountability.
This Saturday, some of the biggest names in music are coming together for the One World, Together at Home concert, to generate further funds for the Solidarity Response Fund.
This is actually the best thing WHO can do. Organize a pretty good concert, I guess, just to raise more money for themselves.
We will continue to work with every country and every partner to serve the people of the world.
Every country in the world except Taiwan, because Taiwan, who cares about Taiwan? It has only 23 million of people, and they managed to suppress and contain the virus and only had 400 cases of COVID? Really?
How much exactly does the United States government, not including the Gates Foundation or private contributions, the government provides to WHO a year? How much have they already sent you, and how much is at stake that Trump is withholding or threatening to withhold? How does that affect your program?
So I have said it in my statement. We're assessing how our programs will be affected. And not only that, we will try to fill any gaps with partners. So we will get back to you after our assessment is completed. Thank you.
This guy doesn't know anything, including the financial situation of his own company. He will make some assessment. Who cares? It's just money. We're going to play another concert with Lady Gaga. We're going to get hundreds and hundreds of millions, and then we can spend them opening another online platform. Why not? To summarize, WHO is not responsible for development of any vaccine or any therapeutic. It's just a huge bureaucracy which creates some useless projects to fight the COVID and spends enormous amount of money on them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.